There's Aaron. Young lady I was talking to her earlier today goes to the University of Tennessee. Go Vols, Aaron. That's where my son Lucas is going to be going this fall. Big fans of the orange these days. And we're a big fan of the green that's about to come, because that's going to get us racing here. Here we go. Focus on the lights, and we're underway. Oh, look at Drain go right up into Kopp, and Kopp had to back out of it just a tick. That's enough for Drain to take the lead, coming off of 2. But Kopp is right back in his wheel tracks, headed into 3.
Excellent start. Went up there, made a statement, kind of blocked Cody's momentum, and he'll lead him off of turn number 4.
And Sadov up there checking out the cushion. Kopp right back on the inside as they all come storming past us. Here's Kopp on the bottom, going for the lead. He's got it from Drain. And the young Australian right back at him. Scotty right back to the lead, but don't count out Sadov. The Honda charging to the bottom of 3.
And he's going to try to slide up in front of everybody. Doesn't make it work.
Kopp squares it off. He goes back for the lead. If he could get there, can't do it. Coming to the line, it's Drain with the lead by 0.07 of a second.
What a dogfight already. 3 riders trying to break away early in this one.
This is the kind of battle we expected out of this category. And Hannah, it looks like Tom Drain's ready for the fight.
He is looking quite racy out there, Ralph. He said he's feeling some urgency after a couple tough results these last few rounds, so he needs to put his head down and be consistently in the battle at the front. Setup-wise, he needs some suspension changes to balance out grip and get the bike to turn better, and he is already off to a solid start.
Well, he comes into the night, Hannah, 32 points down, 3rd in the championship behind Kopp and Sadov. So a win tonight, Scotty, would do a lot to get him headed in the right direction.
Definitely be a big momentum boost, as now Kopp has slipped back to 4th as Trent Lowe's coming towards the front on the 48.
And here comes Ott on the 19. He's in 5th.
Sadov leads this time into turn number 3. He's running a little bit higher than Drain.
Sadov got his first win of the year earlier this season at Dallas.
Also a banked half-mile track, similar to this one.
But it finished under yellow. Maybe tonight he takes it all the way to the checkers.
Yeah, and he gets to celebrate like you're supposed to.
He's certainly capable of it. Here he comes.
4-way
Still
battle.
out in front, and he leads Drain by 0.08 of a second.
Not for
Drain
long.
back for the lead, but Sadov back to the inside.
I like Sadov. He's trying different lines. He's not following the leader. Now Trent Lowe up the inside.
Lowe with a nice ride on his Honda, sweeps up in front of Sadov. Oh man, look how tight they are coming off of 4 to the line. It's Lowe with the lead by 0.08 of a second.
And Cody made a mistake in 3 and 4. Now Sadov applying the pressure up the inside. His former teammate takes the lead off of turn number 2.
Ott trying to catch up to the back of Kopp. And that's the best thing that could happen for Drain and Sadov in the championship, is for Kopp to be going backwards tonight.
Yeah, the more spots in between the winner and that spot is more points you can gain on that number 1 bike. Kopp was so fast earlier, he's maybe struggling right now just a little bit compared to how fast he was going in that challenge race.
And Drain on the 59, Sadov on the red 88, going at it hard here for the lead. And Scotty, they've had their battles before that have led to some unhappy feelings as they've gotten into each other and really pushed each other hard.
Yeah, they've had contact before. There was a couple of warnings issued before for the 88 and the 59. They're going at it.
So far, it's been very clean, but very aggressive.
With these two fighting for the lead, the 48 and the 1 have closed right up on the leader again.
And we are closing up on the halfway point and 2 laps remaining in this Parts Unlimited AFT Singles presented by Kicker main event.
Drain goes in low, drifts up high. Sadov does the opposite. He's going to lead him off of turn number 2.
It is 5 riders for the win here tonight as Ott has closed up on the Husqvarna. 2 Hondas, a Yamaha, a KTM, and a Husqvarna battling for the win here at the Kingdom of Speed at Bridgeport. Drain on the bottom. Slides up in front of Sadov. Chase answers back with a handful of throttle on the bottom, coming up off the corner.
They're mixing it up. The 48's looking for a way through. Trent Lowe is right there on the Turner Honda.
Anybody bobbles, Lowe's going to come sliding right through. There's the halfway sign. Inside of 4 minutes and 2 laps to go.
Drain up the inside.
Look at how much speed he carries into the corner, Scotty.
Both of them, you know, Sadov's doing the exact same thing. They're doing opposite. They're going in low. One goes high, then Sadov will score off the corner right there, come off low, and it's working for both of them.
Nobody higher that time around the corners than Cody Kopp. He's got that Parts Plus KTM number 1 out front here in this top group, battling for the win here tonight. Hannah, how about Trent Lowe in third? What's he got?
For Trent Lowe, you'd never know by the way that he's riding, but he said he hasn't been comfortable all day. He really couldn't find that little bit of time that he was needing with everyone's times being so close. He was hoping to change his riding tonight and hoping once the sun goes down, things will be in his favor. We've seen 3 winners in the class so far. Could he be the 4th?
He definitely could, but right now, he's slipping back. He's under the clutches of the 1, which is actually slowing him down. The leaders are starting to check away just a little bit.
And Ott is really making a bid for a spot on the podium. That 19 is right there. As Drain and Sadoff continue to swap the top spot back and forth, separated by just a couple of hundredths. Last time by 0.04 of a second at the line.
There's throwing sliders. One's going in high, squaring off the corner. The other one's going low, going high. They're both switching back and forth every single corner.
That time it's 0.03 of a second between the two. This is going to be a spectacular finish. We're inside of 2.5 minutes and 2 laps to go here at Bridgeport.
Kopp has not given up on the high line. The rest of them are trying a little bit something different, including Ott, who's slowly picking them off.
Kopp got a good run that time. Here he comes on the high side.
Sadoff squares off the corner, tries to sneak up the inside. Drain's trying to block a little bit. Here comes the 1.
Sadoff right down to the bottom. Kopp has moved past Lowe now. He's solidly in third. Going for second, coming off of the corner. Past the start-finish line. 1/10 of a second between first and second place. Drain has a bike length lead on the top 2 behind him.
Now Kopp's up to second, slides Sadoff back to third. Now Kopp will set his sights on the 59.
Watch this, Scotty, in this FloRacing replay. Drain gets right up inside and touches with Sadoff, but nobody lifts. They all stay in the throttle. Drain is out front, 0.2 of a second between him and Kopp right now. Inside of 1.5 minutes and 2 laps to go. Kopp with his best bid for the win coming up now.
He's kind of put Sadoff behind him. Now he's focusing on the 59, and he's not giving up on that high line. It's still working for the 1 bike. There's a lap rider coming up just a little ways ahead. I'm not sure if that's going to be a factor or not.
Down the back stretch.
Kopp inside for the first time.
He's going to make that work. What can Drain do now? Drain squares it up a little bit. Going to tuck into second, right up along the wall. I think he brushed that wall that time coming off of Ford.
He definitely did, Ralph, on the 59 bike.
Joe Kopp watching his kid out front. Inside of 1 minute and 2 laps to go.
He looks over at the clock, looks for the flag. He's waiting. He said, throw that checkered flag now.
30 seconds and 2 laps to go. The battle is now for second between Sadoff and Drain. That'll help Cody out a bunch.
Definitely. Good point, Ralph.
Cody Kopp won a week ago in Middletown, New York. The first of 2 podium finishes for Rick Ware Racing. First time Rick has been able to enjoy that in his career as an owner of Progressive American Flat Track. Getting underway here. Maybe he'll get another double up here tonight. Here he comes. Cody Kopp to the line. Will he see 2 to go?
Clock just expired, Ralph.
Yes, he will.
Getting into the lap traffic.
Here they come.
No problem.
To the line. There's the sign. 2 to go. Traffic will help out as well for Cody Kopp as he extends the lead to 0.5 of a second between him and Drain.
Kopp didn't lead until about 5 laps to go, Ralph. What an impressive ride by the 1 bike.
Yeah.
White flag is out, Ralph.
1 lap remaining here in our Parts Unlimited AFT Singles Main Event presented by Kicker. Down the back straightaway for the final time for Cody Kopp. At Parts Plus back KTM, Rick Ware Racing #1 to the checker flag. Here it is. Cody Kopp back-to-back wins in 2 weeks. And the team celebrates. That's a big win as he extends that lead, which was already more than a race. It's even more now, Scotty. And he becomes, with that victory, the all-time winningest rider in the Progressive Parts Unlimited AFT Singles presented by Kicker Championship Series. And Hannah, you've got a new all-time win leader right there with you.
Sure do. 20 career victories, 5 this season, and a 3-win streak going for Cody Kopp. You fell back there mid-race. How were you able to make your way back out front for this record-breaking victory?
Yeah, that one was Man, that's why we train through the week, because that's the hardest I've ever pushed on a flat track bike. But, man, I had a big moment once I was back to third watching Tom and Chase duke it out, and they were going at it, and I thought I had no chance. And I had a big moment down there. I about high-sided, and it was huge. Lost probably a second total. And I don't know, this one was huge to come from that far back. I was back battling with Trent and James for a minute there, which were 4th and 5th. And, wow, sweat. That's the most I've sweat in leathers in a day for sure. And just big thanks to my dad for always being there. This is an awesome one to get 20 career wins. And my mechanic, Andrew Butler, my team, Rickware Racing, Jacob Construction, everybody behind it, Parts Plus, like latest motors, Bob Lamphere, they've been behind me from the very beginning. So this one means a lot for them too, I'm sure. And yeah, we're excited for Lima next weekend. So maybe we'll do double duty, who knows?
Great day for Cody Kopp, and could we see him in both classes next weekend, guys?
Well, we're certainly going to be looking at him for stacking up more of those stats, Scotty, as the season progresses.
This was the pass for the lead right here, going up the inside of drain. That's the first time he went to the low line. He'd been running the high line all main event, goes to the low line, makes it stick, and makes the pass by the 59.
Really well done.
And there he is grabbing that victory. VP Racing Fuels checkered flag, and pretty excited young man right there, Cody Kopp, taking the win.
And taking his breath away, too. Look at that. He knows how big that is. Back to Hannah.
6th podium of the season for Tom Drain. Tom battling at the front there all race long. Led a little bit. Do I sense a little bit of disappointment from you, though? Is there something missing there?
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing to end up second, but we put up a good fight at the start of the race. Me and Chase were going at it at the start there, having a really good battle, and then Cody was just able to find something a little bit better than both of us and end up getting us in the end, but we'll come back and work really hard and can't wait for Lima next weekend, but couldn't have done it without my whole Essence and Yamaha Monster Energy team. Couldn't have done it without them. All the effort they put in all day to get the bike like really handling good for the main. We struggled a little in the dash, but to come back in the main, really happy with that.
Tom Drain following up 3rd last weekend with a 2nd place today. Could we see him on the top step next round?
Now, I know Tom is frustrated with finishing 2nd, but boy, did he put out an effort here tonight. He rode spectacularly. Look at how tough this was, battling with Sadaf as they come off the 4th. Scotty, there's contact right there.
Yeah, he just had the drive and drifted up the racetrack and slid right into the 88. No harm, no foul. They keep on racing, but Tom shouldn't be too disappointed. He led 8 laps of this main event.
Back to Hannah.
3 podium streak for Chase Sadaf. Chase, we've been talking all day about how you start the day off really strong. You're performing really well all day long. Did this performance meet the expectations you kind of set for yourself earlier on in today?
Not really. We started out really good and kind of went backwards, and then we figured out like what kind of was going on. Had a really good heat race, really good dash for cash, and I felt really strong in the main event. Me and Tom were having a heck of a battle out there, and yeah, congrats to those two guys. But the moisture in the track kind of went away, which is like, I would say my weakness. As soon as that like the moisture in the track goes away, I kind of start to go backwards and spin up everywhere. So I was trying my hardest just to hold on and try to actually move forward, but it was hard exiting out of the corners. So that was very difficult for me. But yeah, it was a fun race for sure. Good battles with everybody, Trent, Tom, Cody. I mean, he just kind of snuck past us at the end, so we didn't really get to race him. But yeah, it was good. I'd like to give a huge thank you to JPG Trucking, Brian Bigelow, Mark Muth, Troy Barber, My Med History, DPC Racing, Helmet House, Dan Hodder, CD Boots, Shoei Helmets, Cortec Leathers, Light Shoe. I got a lot of sponsors. Renthal, and that's all I can think of right now. If I miss you, I'm greatly sorry, but I appreciate everything you guys do for me, and I'm looking forward to the next.
Chase Sadaf hoping to keep this momentum going and the podium streak to continue, guys.